So one type of content to consider in your own research or for use in courses is open access or open educational resources. So this next slide, which is very busy, includes various definitions and links to learn more. And the resources are included in my works cited, which I can share. That'll make it a lot easier. But one of the resources or something I came across called SPARC, which is the Scholarly Publishing and Academic Resources Coalition. And they define open access as the free, immediate, online availability of research articles, coupled with the rights to use these articles fully in the digital environment. And I'm going through copyright, right? And they have a great website, which also looks at open education. So I would recommend checking that out. And also, there's this very, Rita, you were saying the CAST infographic was a lot to unpack, but this infographic by Anita Waltz, which is differentiating between open access and open educational resources. I just pulled this excerpt, and you can kind of get a sense of what the general would be because it's also very busy. But this excerpt from the infographic is in the middle of the slide here, and it says, it's displaying open access as related to research, so such as scholarly books and journal articles, and open educational resources as related to teaching. That's the difference, right? For example, textbooks, assessment resources, and teaching guides. So I do, while it's a lot, it's all in one handout, and it really goes into detail, and I would recommend taking a look at that if you have an opportunity. On the EDUCAUSE site, there's an article that says 7 things you should know, which is 7 things you know about open education and practices. And open educational practices, this is going into engagement, builds on open educational resources. So what it does, it involves students in the creation of open educational resources. So the paper talks about an instructor who has their students create a chapter for an art history textbook, or another example would be editing Wikipedia entries. Interesting. Among our research guides, the library's research guides that the subject librarians create is an open education resource suggestion guide. So again, going back to course reserves, you could consider some of those resources potentially in your classes, in your course design. Let's see.